He's a Fort Lauderdale boy who went to the University of Michigan and waited a long time to hear that knock on the door from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but it came in Miami, Florida, and I guess it's better to get it late than not at all. He's going into the Hall of Fame. He's a good friend, Steve Hutchinson. How are you, Hutch?
What's up, Rich? How we doing?
Oh, bro. Come on now. I'm so happy for you. I know we took you out of a meeting, but I did tell the story of how I learned that you got into the Hall of Fame. I told that story a few minutes ago. I hope I didn't embarrass you in front of all your new fellow members.
No. You, listen, at that point, I don't think you could have done anything to embarrass me. I don't even know. I couldn't tell if I was walking. I was walking, 6 inches above the ground. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I know you're walking down the hallway with all your other fellow members, and I just saw you, and I knew that meant you got in, and we just saw the video that Landon, your wife, took of you and your kids. I mean, how does it? Walk me through your emotions, man. Walk me through them. Please.
Oh, at the time or now? Because they're not much different. No, at the time it was, the video says it all, I think. And I kind of heard you, the back end of you talking about why'd you get me last a little bit.
Yeah, right.
They stagger us. The Hall does a good job of staggering the guys so that when somebody gets good news, they're not next to a guy that doesn't get bad news, and you can imagine why. And so I knew I was on the 15th floor. I just didn't know if there were any guys above. I didn't know what order, what rhyme or reason, and so it was, of course, I'm a schedule guy, so on the schedule it says be in your room at this time, and you'll know between 2:30 and 3:30 either way. And so here it is, 3:35 when I get the knock. So those last 7 or 8 minutes were they seemed like an eternity.
Wow. Now, do you tell, or do they tell the hotel staff don't offer turn down service, don't go anywhere near your tour or anything like that?
I would assume they do. When we, I got up early that morning, as you can imagine, hard time sleeping, and so my wife and I grabbed a cup of coffee in the lobby, and I went to the front desk and I said, "Hey, just could you do me a favor and make sure that they clean my room, service my room earlier? We're going out now." So I didn't want to make sure there was any. But I have heard stories where there was a knock on the door in the past few years where it was housekeeping, wanting to know if they needed towels or something. So that I wanted to make sure that didn't happen to me.
But it didn't happen. You got David Baker knocking on your door. Who did you think of outside of your family first of Steve?
It's really it's hard to explain. They say you're going to think of, I think Coach Cowher said it best. He said that when David came and surprised him on set, the first thing he thought of is when he was a kid, and you don't think of he didn't think of the hoisting the Super Bowl trophy. He didn't think about the grind of two-a-days. It was, his mom driving him to practice as a kid. And I think what he meant by that was you almost have a flash of, for me, I started playing this game when I was 6 years old. And, I retired I think I was 36. And so it's almost like in an instant, the flash of everything. And really it was when I was a kid, and it's like how far you've come to get to this point. That's the first thing you go to. It's weird. It really is just kind of a snapshot of everything all at once.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.